That's the Azalea Art Center. There's a recording booth and lots of spare rooms for the clubs to meet him. The theater's right next to it. It's where John holds the drama club and all its rehearsals. I think the student council elections are held there. And Jared has a special event at least once a semester. Last year it was the martial arts exhibition, and Jared did kendo against other practitioners in the school. He shook his head in awe.
See what I mean?
He's truly talented. Really, all of my friends are. I think I'm really lucky to have people like that around me.
Gerard.
Aw, Gerard.
Huh?
Yeah? Oh, I'm sorry, did you have a question? No, that's alright. Great. Over there you can see Higanbana peeking out the distance. There's a field separating us, and people like to eat there. Gerard seemed cheerful, grateful, down-to-earth kind of person. He was really going out of his way to help me out and be kind to me, and didn't even seem to realize what a big deal that was. I giggled. Something told me I shouldn't have pointed out. Despite that, I was truly thankful. He took me to the places Mai did more, describing everything and several past events in excruciating detail. It was a little much for a friendly tour, but having the names and locations of the buildings burned into my mind was a good thing. We ended the tour back in Poppy Hall. After what seemed like hours of walking, Gerard was keen on finishing the tour on the best place on campus.
Don't totally suck at volleyball. Calling all itty-bitty kitty collectors.
Yep.
Posters in the back. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, there are going to be other posters too that
Oh,
are
I'm sure.
equally hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ta-da! Here it is, the Norm Boots Club Room.
The normal books tub room. Itty-bitty kitties!
Yup! Itty bitty and kitty. He pushed the door open and pointed inside. It looked like a regular room, filled with desks and some kind of toys. It's not much, but it's home to hum. It's home to hum.
Humna.
It's not much, but it's home to some of my happiest memories. He shut the door again and dusted his hands. There's a little closet here people use to store things too.
Who's gonna come out of it?
You'll see.
Oh god! Is it my?
He reached to turn the handle, but paused, then retraced his hand.
Retracted.
Oh fuck.
Do it again.
He reached to turn the handle, but paused, and then retracted his hand. Was that a shutter I saw? Just a little tip. Knock before you open any door to any closet on campus.
Really?
Why? Oh, you know, ghosts, I guess? That was strange advice, delivered strangely. Gerard was uncomfortable. I wasn't sure what to make of it. He knocked, and a few seconds later, the door opened. See? Told you someone would come out of the closet!
He's got a Pikachu mask
And a lab coat.
mixed with... No. It's Pikachu mixed with... Shut up. It's Pikachu mixed with a Tabuki mask. That's what I was gonna say.
It's a Keaton.
No.
No, I know, I'm teasing.
I mean, it could be a Keaton mask, but it's more of a Pikachu mask.
Someone was in the closet. I was not expecting someone to be in the closet. Why was somebody in the closet?
Because they're gay, clearly.
Hey!
Gerard waved to the person, then closed the door, turning back to me. Who? Sorry if he scared you.
What?
Anyways, that's it for the tour. How was it? He beamed. I hesitated, but seeing his eye twitch slightly, thought better than to bring it back up. It was awesome. Thank you very much. I learned a lot about the school, about your friends, and you. It really made me feel included. No problem at all. I like helping out. I wish I had somebody to show me when I first got here.
Okay, random story time. Back in Ecuador, when there were new people coming into the school, I would always be the one to give them tours and whatnot. I know that school like the back of my hand.
Huh.
You have no idea how long it took me to find all the secret tunnels and make a complete map of this campus. So it's Hogwarts. They're secretly at Hogwarts.
They are. I knew it all along. I called it.
Secret tunnel!
I called it from the opening scene, did I not? I called it.
Secret tunnels! Secret tunnels! There are a few other lines in there.
You think?
But I forgot them.
You're so good.
Secret tunnels?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah! Oh man, I've gotta show you. Gerard glanced at the clock hanging on the wall and winced.
Oh.
Darn, I have to get going. I have to do some homework. But if you ever need more help, I'm here for you. He got out a notebook, scribbled something down. Then ripped it out and gave it to me. Here. My phone number, dorm number, address, parents' phone number, email, spacebook, and blipper information. Don't hesitate to ask me anything.
He forgot about my face.
No, that's spacebook. Oh yeah, no. My
face.
hasn't been a thing for years.
That's true. That's true. Rest in peace, my face.
See you later.
I'll see you later, Hana. It was really great spending time with you. And just like that, he was gone. Also, look at the bottom too.
Okay. Asagao High School Host Club. And a crying party arranged by a sad girl.
I put the paper in my bag, chuckling softly to myself, then paused. I had to check. We were in front of the supply closet the whole time, and I fought the urge to open the door after Gerard closed it. Now I was going to see what was there.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Darkness. The light was off this time. I slid my hand along the wall, looking for the switch, and flipped it. There was no one in the closet. I froze, still as the paints and construction paper that lined the walls. He wasn't in here. This was the only exit. That was creepy.
You shouldn't have done that. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
Do you want the name of that guy?
I'll figure it out. I'm sure I'll learn it later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll learn it later.
He's the doctor. He's the skull doctor. The doctor isn't a YouTube reference.
Oh, he's not. I know he's not a YouTube reference. He's a Doctor Who reference.
This entire game is a YouTube reference. I closed the door, blinked hard, and walked straight back to my dorm room. Forget about it. Just forget about it. Ignoring that last incident, Gerard truly went out of his way to show he was thinking about me. In fact, I got the impression he was like this for everyone. Maybe even everything. He was thorough. Very thorough.
Oh my.
A completionist, some might say. Ha! And when he wanted to help you, he did everything in his power to do so. Maybe it hadn't meant much to him, but it meant a lot to me. I returned to the dorm and crawled into bed with a smile on my face, ready to take on the next day. This time, I knew I wouldn't get lost.
Fashion shows.
Jared's great. Mai and I arrived at Poppy Hall the next morning, and it immediately became clear something changed. Jared was here. Posters drenched in nausea-inducing neon colors were plastered to the lockers. Several students gathered to take a look. Oh my gosh. We walked over to one of the walls to get a better look. Is that Jared? When Mai didn't respond, I turned to look at her. The expression on her face told me that her mind wandered somewhere that would have made a call girl blush. Mai, you're drooling. That seemed to drool her out. That seemed to drool her out of her fantasy.
Oh my god.
It seemed to jolt her out of her fantasy. She lifted her sleeve and wiped away the drivel on her chin.
I am not.
What are these posters for?
Well, last year Jared put on a fashion show. It looks like he's doing it again this year.
I didn't know Jared was into fashion. I shrugged.
He's not.
I waited for some type of clarification.
He's so cute.
One time in biology, I saw him take off his sweater and his shirt kind of got stuck to it and pulled up, and I swear he had like 20 abs.
I waited in vain.
Good morning.
Hello, ladies.
Oh no. Mai and I whipped around. There stood Jared in all his glittering, magnificent glory. Mai's face turned to a blushing pink.
Hey, Edward, what's up?
The most beautiful guy in school.
I see you're admiring my totally sweet posters.
Yeah, they're really something, Jared.
I like your abs.
With sudden soul-crushing realization that of what she said, her expression twisted into a mixture of horror and disgust. Jared was unfazed.
Hana?
Thanks, but Hana, it was actually you I wanted to speak to.
Why would he want to talk to me? Oh yeah, okay. What's up? Jared looked expectantly at Mai. She didn't move. Realizing she was in trouble, I nudged her with my elbow as subtly as I could.
Hey!
Mai, would you get me a soda? I'm really thirsty. Without a word, Mai scuttled away. Jared turned back to me, a cold glint in his eye. He seemed to be using that, the effect he had on women.
I wanted to talk to you about the fashion show, actually. You're new here and all, so you probably don't know. But every year I like to put on a little fashion show to showcase my modeling skills.
Wait, what?
You know, just to make sure people don't forget what I'm capable of.
Oh, I love Asagao Jared. He's phenomenal.
Oy, he's so sparkly.
Mr. Sparkler! I'm sorry. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a stack of glossy photos and thrust them into my hands. I stared down at them in awe. My favorite image of Pro Jared! Some might even call him Aaron Hansen in this photo.
Yes, some would.
I flipped through them, starting to notice a pattern.
Oh right, that's me. As you can tell, my beauty is something that simply can't go to waste. I like to hold a fashion show here at Asagao Academy to ensure everyone gets their yearly dose of Pro Jared.
I flipped to the last photo. Heat shot up my neck and into my ears. Surely this was some kind of joke? I shoved the stack of photos back at him, wiping the sweaty palms against my skirt. What does this have to do with me? That might have been a touch rude? Jared, smooth as ever, simply smiled.
Perfect.
I think you have potential, Hana.
He suddenly leaned close to me, so close in fact that I could smell his cologne, a musky sweet aroma with the earthy scents. And ham? The fucking ham smell. It's the best. Potential for what exactly? Jared shifted his mouth so close to my ear that I could feel its heat.
For greatness. Join me, and we will rule the galaxy together as Pro Jared and Hana.
I'd be okay with it.
I apologize, Pro Jared. I really do.
He reached into his shirt pocket and retrieved a small slip of paper. With quivering hands, I accepted it.
All right.
My card. My number's on the bottom. If you're ever interested, I could teach you a thing or two about modeling.
I stared down at the card in my hand, feeling that if I looked away, it would disappear. By the time I gathered the courage to face him again, Jared was gone. Feeling quite dizzy, I headed for class, the business cards strangled to death in my white-knuckled hand.
Poor card.
By the time I got through the milling students in the classroom, I was sitting at her desk, face down and completely still. I took the seat and twisted around to poke the dejected Mai-shaped heap. She didn't budge.
Hey!
Mai. I heard a muffled groan of despair.
I can't.
I'm such a social disaster.
No, you're not. I tried to sound comforting, but I was never good at this sort of thing. Mai finally lifted her head from the desk.
What's that?
She motioned to the business card that was still in my hand. I set it in front of her. Maya appraised it for a long minute with a blank face, as if I set a rare artifact in front of her. She didn't actually believe it was real. Then her eyebrows pulled together.
He gave you his number?
Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, not really. He said I should call him if I wanted him to teach me how to model like him. It was embarrassing to even say, and the words felt awkward in my mouth. The moment I said them aloud, I wish I could grab them and swallow them. I expected Mai to give me a once-over before making the off-the-cuff comment about how I wasn't pretty enough to be a model. But she didn't.
Yeah!
He, like, totally wants to get with you.
Her tone was so matter-of-fact, I gaped.
What?
Well, what? No, he doesn't. Why would you say that?
Bingo.
Okay, Hana, I've taken enough sex ed classes to know when a guy fully wants you, and Jared, like, fully wants you.
Mortified, I snatched the business card back out of her hand and shoved it into my jacket pocket, turning away. My cheeks felt like they were on fire. But now the classroom was filled with students. They chattered amongst themselves, but the white noise of their conversations wasn't loud enough to drown my out. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see John and PBG seated in their desks at the back of the classroom.
I'm talking serious grabby hands in the back of his dad's Camaro here. You're gonna make babies with Pro Jared, Hannah. Little, glittering Jared babies.
No, I'm not!
Little glittering Jared babies, oh my god.
You're totally crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Miss Shizuka, like some kind of angel, cleared her throat at the front of the class.
Him.
I exhaled gratefully and sunk down in my seat. When the class finally ended, Mai and I headed for the cafeteria, and the incident forgotten in her hurried attempt to explain Miss Shizuka's scandalous last relationship.
What a jerk!
Seriously, he spent all his time trying to choose between her and some dead chick who only liked him because he looked like her ex-boyfriend. Wait,
It sounds like some Ace Attorney level bullshit.
that is some Ace Attorney level bullshit. I totally messed that up though. Let me try that again. Seriously, he spent all his time trying to choose between her and some dead chick who only liked him because he looked like her ex-boyfriend. I mean, who does that?
Somebody from Ace Attorney?
Enter Maya Fey.
We got our food and hesitated in the middle of the room, looking at the normal boots table. Neither of us wanted to go up and demand a seat, especially after wiggling our way in the day before. What if they change their minds? But Satch, noticing us standing like lost lambs in the middle of the room, waved us over.
Hey, girl.
Hey girl, how was class? Hey girl.
You like jazz?
Oh, you know, normal. Satch nodded and turned away, having been in the middle of talking with Josh. That was awkward. Despite how familiarly he treated me, I still didn't know how to talk to him, or any of them. I looked across the table and locked eyes with PBG, who was staring at me like I was a baby German Shepherd.
Who's a cute little Hannah? Who's a cute little Hannah? Yes, you are. You want some belly rubs? Yes, you do. You're such a cute little Hannah.
Damn it, now you're making me ship them even harder.
You.
All right.
Cookies!
What?
What?
Oh, sick.
You brought us cookies. You're the best, Gerard.
Paul sprang out of his seat, practically tackled Gerard.
That is the acceptable way to greet someone who brings you cookies.
Right? Whoa, calm down. There's more than enough to go around. Gerard started passing around the cookies to the table, but paused. You're back again. He looked at Mai and me. I tried to ignore the disappointment on his face. Well, here. He handed each of us a cookie, then headed back across the cafeteria. I stared at the small chocolate chips melting in the warm cookie. Did he not want us here? But he was so nice yesterday. I didn't even want to eat the cookie, not if it was going to be as two-faced as that.
Hey! Watch where you're walking next time.
A sheepish Gerard stood next to a short, skinny boy who was holding his tray above his head. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful.
Oh, you're from Normal Boots. Wait, you're the guy who plays with itty-bitty kitties, aren't you?
The boy sneered.
How the hell do you manage to get in with a group like that?
Huh?
They're my friends.
Playing with those stupid dolls? You're an embarrassment.
The kid's friends were hitting his shoulders, looking from Gerard to our table with panicked eyes.
I like what I like.
I think they're fun.
Whatever.
The kid was led off by his friends. Gerard came and sat back down at the table. That was weird.
It's awesome.
Gerard's great. Gerard sat down and began happily munching on his cookie, looking for all the world like he didn't even care about what just happened.
Oh, okay. Until you read it out loud, I didn't actually realize what the phrasing was. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't place that together.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking for all the world. Okay, yeah.
I scanned the cafeteria for the boy who heckled him and found him sitting out alone at the table with his head in his hands. His friends left him behind. What was that about? Oh, that? I used to get it all the time. I collect itty-bitty kitty figurines. You know, that kids show with 5 kittens who live in Kitten Town. They were originally supposed to have magic powers, but whatever. I collect their figurines. They're so cute. Aww. I almost got them all. I'm only missing Princess Pumpernickel. She's the rarest. But why was that guy making fun of you? Doesn't it bother you? I was afraid of bringing up any bad feelings, but Gerard just shook his head. It looks kind of weird, right? A teenage boy collecting toys meant for little girls.
Uh-huh.
But I like them, so I don't let it bother me. Sorry, I didn't bring enough cookies the first time, Hana. I forgot that you were going to be joining us again, but I'm glad you're here. I bit my lip. See, Hana? He was being nice the whole time, and here you were jumping to conclusions. Hey, your cookie will get cold if you don't eat it. I unwrapped the cookie, scents of chocolate and cinnamon hitting me. I broke off a piece and popped it in my mouth. Gerard whispered something into Nick's ear, who started laughing so hard milk came out of his nose. Was he really okay with people making fun of him? I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. At my old school, people made fun of me every day. It was hell. There's no way you could just brush it off like that. Not when I tried so hard to do the same. But as I finished the cookie and started on my ramen, and Gerard continued to laugh with the rest of the normal boots, I wondered whether it was as impossible as I thought it was.
Hana?
Hana, can you pass me some pepper? I got it! Here, Jared! Thanks. What's your name again? It's Mai.
Nice.
Thanks, Mai.
Hana!
Well, Hana, ready to head back?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Did Mai look sad? Or did I just imagine it? We threw our trays onto the rack and headed out the cafeteria. As we waved to the normal boots and Gerard cheerfully waved back, a sudden pang hit my stomach. Was it guilt?